Okay, so I'm back. It's been about a week or so since I videoed about my cataracts in the eyes. So I had my first cataract surgery yesterday. I opted not to record um, right after the surgery because that was just too intense. That was just too much going on with the surgery. Um, I'm going to do the great reveal of nothing changing towards the end of this video because, I'm sure you guys want to see what my eyeballs look like. They haven't changed at all. So, right into it, the only things that have changed immediately for me is I have this kind of halo-y, ringy, cloudy, visiony thing around the outside of my visual range, like my peripheral. If I kind of look to the right, because they worked on my right eye, if I look to the right, it's very cloudy and hazy. Sometimes if I lean over and look down at the ground, it's very, very cloudy and hazy and blurry. As far as the actual vision itself, if I keep my shades on for now, because it's only been about 24 hours, the vision seems to be very good, but it's only been 24 hours. So I guess in another week or so, I'll do an update because tomorrow I go in for my left eye. And that's going to be a barrel of monkeys. As far as pain goes, there wasn't any. Yes, your girl wimped out. I wimped out. He was like, they put some drops in, they dilated this and they numbed that, and they put some more drops in the whatever. And they was like, you can lay there and look straight up at the bright light and we got this covered. You don't have to do anything. No, I'm not going to be able to see you coming at my eye with a scalpel and lay still. I don't know how this is gonna work. It's not gonna work if I got to see you coming at me with a knife in my eyeball. So I get in, I get all prepped, I get there, sit down, and the nurse had put an IV line in just in case I needed something to relax. And she said, you probably won't need it, but we want to put it in and have it there so we don't have to do it at the last minute. Oh, okay, that's fine. I already knew she would needed to go ahead and go to the other room and get the medicine to go ahead and jack a sister up. So I get there, I sit at the table, I talk to the doctor, and I'm like, yeah, okay, so this is what we're going to do, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, so all that to say, soon as I sat my yellow behind down and got all comfy, I was like, yeah, so I just thought about it. You probably want to go ahead and give me whatever it is to knock me out, because I'm not anxious. I'm just not going to cooperate with the knife in my eye. And he just started laughing. He was like, all right, I got you. He said, so we're going to push this medicine into your IV. I don't care if you got to send Ant-Man in there with a capsule himself to jack it in there. I don't care how it gets done, just get it done. So I don't know why doctors feel like they want to have conversations with you when you're doped up on the good shit that they give you. All I remember is him asking me, how you feeling? Like, I'm feeling fine. He's like, okay, we're gonna lay you back and we're gonna open your eye. I'm like, okay. So he laid me back and I felt his hand on my eye. I didn't feel shit else. I don't remember shit else. I know that I was entertaining, however, because they were piping music in. Don't ever pipe music in with me when I'm on some good medical grade stuff, because I'm gonna try to sing all the words. There were songs from the 50s and 60s that culturally and ethnically, am I saying that word? Ethnically. That's a good way to put it. Culturally and ethnically, I should not have known, but I knew somewhere in my soul. My inner Becky found its way out during this procedure, and I'm singing these 50s beach songs that were coming across the pipes, and I hear him laugh, and he was like, you okay down there, Adrian? I'm fine. Are you okay? And then I proceeded to start to ask him what he's doing. I'm like, so what are you doing now? Is that going to be a big incision? And in between, I take musical interlude and start singing again. So I can't honestly tell you how long I was down and under, but it couldn't have been more than 20 or 30 minutes, or at least 5 songs that I can vaguely remember, because I don't know the names of the songs, and if you ask me the words to what they were right now, I couldn't tell you. But I was singing and entertaining, asking him about, whether he was manually making the incision or laser, or, I'm like, are you sucking out the lens now? Are you fracturing it with what part are you at now? He could not help but chuckle, because you couldn't tell me I wasn't an ophthalmology surgeon at that moment in between the musical interlude. So that being said, it was done about 20 minutes, I guess. And then he was like, okay, Adrian, we're done. They still for a second, so they taped me all up. I don't remember it, but I know they did, because when I sat up, I was taped up. And he was like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm fine. How you feeling? Because at that point, I'm sure they pushed some more wake me up medicine into my veins to wake me up. And I was right as rain. I was like, you done? He's like, yeah. He's like, take your time. So I took my time. I stepped down. I went and I got changed. And the nurse was like, you okay? I'm like, yeah. Why is everybody asking me, am I okay? And she just smiled and left out the room. I got dressed. I got my prescriptions. So all in all, I spent about 2.5, 3 hours there. And most of that was waiting until I got taken back for my procedure. Yes, a sister has been thirsty. I don't know if that's because of the weather or because of the surgery, but I did not have any discomfort. I stayed bandaged up. He gave me my eye drops, which is one is a steroid, and the other one I'm thinking is some kind of antibiotic and pain relief combo, maybe. But I haven't had any pain, which is good. Felt some pressure. Sudden head movements aren't supposed to happen. Lifting heavy weights and heavy things isn't supposed to happen. No swimming, no direct sunlight, those types of things for the next 2 weeks to a month, just based on my own personal healing process. So yeah, it was not as freakishly scary as I thought it was going to be. Was it surreal? Absolutely. Very surreal to not even be 50 and be damn near blind, and have had numerous other doctors absolutely not tell you that you're going blind. Just basically assembly lining you into glasses and corrective lenses, and not taking the time and caring after their patients' overall eye health. There's no reason for 1.5 years that I should have been running back and forth to the doctors, an optometrist, and ophthalmologist, and not one of them say to me, even as recently as 6 months ago, hey chick, you got cataracts, to the point where about 1.5 years, you're going to be absolutely blind if you don't do something about it. That should not be the case, because our capitalist society and our capitalist medically fucked up environment is prizing dollars over details. That should not be the case. I should not have, by happenstance, stumbled onto a new doctor who's fresh out of school, who is, hungry for work and trying to build up his client base, have him in one session tell me what a doctor I've been going to for 2 years has not told me. And there's no excuse for it. But I'm grateful for the fact that it got done, and that hopefully going forward I won't have any complications with this procedure, and the lenses that I have replaced in now will continue to function well past the end of my life. They'll be working in my skeleton in the grave somewhere, because they are supposed to last forever. So hopefully, barring any other eye issues, that's what's going to happen, is they will last the rest of my life without major interference. Now, all of the other issues, hopefully the nerve damage, if it doesn't repair, at least it will stop. The pressure in my eye has been relieved, the natural pressure that I had built up, and what was the other thing? The nerve damage, the cataracts, the pressure, and the fluid with the pressure will start to flow a little bit better, and my eyes won't be as dry. So here's hoping that it corrects at least one, if not all of those things. And I'm really, really happy to say that I'm not in any discomfort as it relates to a surgery right now. Just kind of weirded out about my balance, because over the years with the cataract, I had developed depth perception issues. Hopefully, once the other eye is done, that will balance itself out. I'll still probably have to wear some minor corrective lenses for the next year or so, and then he'll tweak it again so that I won't need glasses at all. But right now, it's just kind of getting used to having more light coming into my eye. I didn't realize how my brain had adapted to the cloudy world environment I had been living in visually, until today, when I get up this morning and I'm met with like, hello sunshine, and that wasn't even sun, that was just getting out of bed, and it just being lighter on my right side than it was on my left side. So when I go like this, it's still kind of cloudy because the surgery's real new, and I feel like the incision still needs to heal, which it does, and that's gonna correct as I heal. But the difference in brightness is like right now on my left eye, it looks like I have a beige curtain covering the whole world, like a translucent beige curtain. And on this side, it's like popping. It's brighter now because it's brand new. I still feel like everything has a hue of pink or magenta in some corners, but it's bright pink and magenta. So that's a good thing for me. I'm self-conscious, kind of paranoid, but just worried about any and everything that could go wrong. But right now, so far, so good. So I'm just chilling. And so I'll take these glasses off so you can see that there has nothing changed. I was not able to live out my green eye, blue eye fantasies. That's not how this was going to work. So I look the same, but this is the eye he worked on, and this is the eye he has. And as you can see, I am a little tired. These bags are not forgiving, but I'm gonna get some more rest in a minute. I think you can see a little bit more of the squint in this eye than in this eye for the time being, and hopefully that will alleviate in time. But 24 hours in, I can't really complain right now. As I'm looking at you guys, in the bottom rim of my eye here, I see a little bit of a cloud distortion, but beyond that, they went okay. So tomorrow is the next eye. So we're at 15 minutes. Love your eyes. Love you guys. Love you. Love me. Bye.